Hello friends, so welcome back to Stretch the Sketch. The sketch we're using today is this ever so cool looking sketch right here. Has a couple of 4x4 photos, doesn't matter with what we're doing. What size they are, actually it never matters. A sketch is a sketch. You're the boss of your sketch. So I like this circular piece here. Don't know how I'm going to interpret those little polka dots. Nice title here, and yeah, so that's what we have. I'm going to put the sketch right about this section when I am doing it. I'm going to be using this photo here of my daughter and her team right before they started to play. And I do know I'm going to use this paper right here. I cut it to an 8.5 by 11 on the horizontal. That is the size I like to use for this, and it is from Pink Paisley, the Again and Again number 11. So I'm going to use that. Now I have this absolutely gorgeous indigo and ivy vellum, and it's this multi-tonal pink with some gold. So I really think I want to use that for the circle. I just have to kind of get my vibe, figure out what I want to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and yeah, just start with you. I just thought I'd tell you what my idea was and where I want to go with it. Now, I do have a circle cutter, which I got out right here. This is from Creative Memories. It's 1,000 years old. I've never had to change the blade yet, though. I find that to be fascinating, but decided I don't want to use it. And I think it's because I want to tear it. So if I go like that and I go like this, I have tear marks. Let's see where it takes us. I have no idea. Now, this is not tearing like regular paper because it is vellum, so we just get to see how this is gonna go. Let's see. We're just gonna go with it. All right. Is that circly enough? Nope. You don't know till you start going the vibe you want, you know? Sometimes it evolves. So I'm gonna go ahead, maybe like this. How do I feel about that? I'm close. I am close to what I want. That's it. Okay. How do I know it's done? I have no idea, but that's how it is. All right, so next I just have to use this to cut my little 4x4-ish photo. It's not an exact 4x4. I'm good with it not being exact. I print on a Canon Selfie, so that I can kind of grab pictures as I go along, because I don't always know what I want to use. So I'm going to use it kind of like that. So what that lets me know, since I like my photo to be kind of right there because we have this space here, I'm going to go ahead and use this section right here to start putting my vellum down. I can attach it more in a little bit, but I like to kind of put it underneath my photo if I can. So this is kind of my circly bit. Kind of. There we go. It's kind of my circly bit. Now the photo, I mean in the sketch, actually I can just leave this here. I don't have to put the photo up for you. The photos are kind of right there, with this being kind of a large title area, and that's a cool idea. Let's see what I have to mat this on if I want to mat. I don't have to. I also have this really nice piece of white cardstock that's here from my vellum piece, but I think for now I'm going to protect the rest of my vellum with this. Sorry, I know it's going to crinkle a bit with this, so we'll go ahead and put that in. What's the back side of this? Is this good? No. Okay. See what we have. I have this Vicky Bouton paper pad that I'm using. I'm using a Mind the Scrap, oh, that's pretty. A Mind the Scrap kit. Do we have much of this great teal? No. This almost reads as a, is it a black? Does it read as a black? I kind of like this with these honeycombs. All right. Now, chances are I'm going to pop this photo up. I do that a lot on Fun Foam, just because I think it really adds like a nice shadow. All right, let's see. go. Let's put my little extra pieces back in my little pouch so I can have all my little scraps when I need them. Okay. So that is looking pretty cool. Let's see if I have a nice big title I can work with. Love It is nice, kind of simple. Let's see. Love It is rather nice. I can have Love This Day. I think Love This Day. Let's see. If I do that, let me go ahead and get my photo popped up. Okay, yeah, I really like this. And this is reading as like a really nice charcoal kind of tone, which I do like. All right, so I think I'll go ahead and just commit to that. I'm going to use a T-square ruler to keep myself in line. And I need to make sure I have enough room for some fun embellishment as well. Well, maybe I'll scooch this over just a tad. All right, committed, done. All right, so I have this. I want to do Love This Day. And let's see. I don't really want to use my Vicky Booten goodies. Let's see what's in here. This is Heidi Swap embellishments. So it's a lot of copper in here. It says Live a Curious Life. That doesn't really work for it. This gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pink flower does. Craving does not work. It says You Are My Happy. It's kind of a funny vibe with the rainbows. I might put that right there. I kind of like that. You Are Loved. That is certainly true. Nope, nope, nope. I'd go anywhere with you. Look at vellum on vellum. I think I'll do that because should definitely, or should I, you know what, I should use This Is Us. So now I have a couple different kinds of metallic. Or, oh, gosh, I keep changing it. Okay, now I'm going to use Happiness Is. Or let's see, I'm going to use Happiness Is, and I'm going to slip that right here. Because for this girl, happiness is being with her team. So let me go ahead, line that up by the photo. Go ahead and pop this beautiful little piece of vellum right here. Looks like it has a little bit of a shelf, which I think what I want to do, I just threw away this little tiny piece of vellum, and I'm going to unthrow it away and create like a little place for this to sit. Let me see. Yep, I think I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to have to kind of trim it, which we can do. All right, so I'm going to go like this and just give it a little tiny shelf, and we'll trim it back because I want there to be a reason for that flower to be just kind of hanging out, and it's hanging out because it has this gorgeous little color beneath it. Now let's put that on there. There we go. This is very interesting how this is coming together, considering I don't tend to overplan. Okay, so let's see. Pretty, pretty, pretty. There's all of these beautiful embellishments in here. Just seeing what else is in here. I tend to audition a lot of my pieces as I go. Or my number 1. That is pretty. See, that's the correct green. I'm going to have to use that. So Amazing Works. What's it say? The best of the best. Cute. That would be cute. Happiness is looking good. All right. I'm also going to have to make sure to get a little bit of gold in here because I have gold on that background, and it's going to be like, why aren't you using that color as well? So I have it kind of sit like this on top of that tag. I want to get this looking good in here. Kind of funny. Although the girls always look good right before they play. And then they turn into sweaty messes. Is that about straight? There we go. I do really like these vellum pieces by Heidi Swapp because they, well, first of all, I tend to like all Heidi Swapp supplies, but they do not tend to show the ATG beneath it, which to me is quite the win. Okay, I have this. Let's bring it in just a little bit because this is going really quickly. So I have to get my little Vicky Bouton. I have Love This Day. I'm sure it was supposed to say something else. That's fine. I am definitely the boss of this little 8.5 by 11. So this is giving me the gold that I was talking about because I have the copper and the gold, and it would be wonky without. Okay, so let's go. It would be wonky without some gold as well. I can do that. Love This Day. Is that about right? Yeah, it's fine. Let me get my eye on there for this. All right. That is that. Maybe a little gold star up that way. Some more of that gold right there. So we have the gold everywhere with the copper stuff. Let's see. Didn't use any of this, which is a little odd. What was I thinking of doing? I was trying to figure out if I could get this little rainbow in here, which is, you know, clearly a fabulous mimic of this. But I think we are rainbowed. Let's see. And I do think, let me hold it like this so I can see. I think day has to come down a tiny bit. There we go. Anything else I need to do on here? You know what I could do? I could go ahead and use these stars because I have that green and start kind of bringing more of it in. I think right there, so I don't have to add a dot there. I do love that green, but I just want to make sure it makes sense that it's on here. Let's see. And I'm going to get a little bit more of that green on with this word right here. With the words the best, because I love little words when at all possible. And then what's in here? Okay. Get just a little bit of these enamel dots. One there. One here. It looks like a period on the end of Love This Day, which is cute. Do any of these work? Not really. Not really. Not really. Because I'm not bringing as much of that lighter pink in. Now, let me see. Come on, little guy. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm almost done, which was so quick. See, yeah, I could work. See, I have 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2. Just making sure. Oh, this is what I'll use. I'm going to use a couple of these really pretty pink sequins. There we go. I knew I needed something. I just didn't know what I needed yet until I saw it. Let's get some of this really pretty stuff put in here. Now I'm using for this these Zatz blings, minuscule, tiny, chiquitos, little blings. Let's just get some of this. The iridescent bigger ones are the ones that I'm trying to get in here. Sequins can be a little difficult. And one more of those pretty pretties. And let's see, I have one here, one here. I'm thinking one here. All right, now I feel good about it. Okay, that's it, friends. Did not take long at all to do this, but I really liked it. And this is not the typical sporty paper, and I just don't care. I like it. I like how it came together. I love the sketch, and I love this day, and that is it. So, my friends, I will see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye-bye now.